Welcome to NTS Trading. So in this video, I'm going to quickly go over how to navigate the chat. It seems kind of busy, but I haven't figured out a better way to organize it yet. Maybe down the road I will. So first up, we have the premium chat, and this is just the premium, the chat room for all of the premium members, where you can ask questions and post what you're getting into and just talk freely amongst yourselves. Next up, we have the premium info. Premium info is really just where I put information that I think can be helpful for the week or the day or whatever. Like Micron green in a sea of red, setting up decently for tomorrow. Sometimes I'll put the watch list in here. Snow under low of day can drop. I'll just put little tidbits in here. Nothing crazy. This was really great info. Overvalued companies to watch for weakness. So yeah, I'll just put like random information in here. Really, that's kind of what it is. Next up we have the premium watch list. This is where I post the watch lists, and sometimes I make a text watch list, but I always do the video lately for the past several weeks. So every week I'll make a video going over QQQ and SPY first of all, which the whole market goes based on the QQQ and SPY. So that's what I do first. I make a YouTube and I post that on there, and I'll post that in here, and then I'll make a watch list as well, going over all the stocks, and sometimes I'll even go further and I'll do a focus watch list. It's your choice what you want to watch. I do put the stocks in order so that if you want to just zoom ahead to a certain stock, you can, because you have the order here, so it's easy to zoom ahead and find out which stock you want to look at. Next, we have the program picks. This is an algorithm that I created several years ago when I was in college, and I've spent several years making it better and better, and it really is just an indication that a stock can have an extensive move in whatever direction it is saying. So like right now, the QQQ and many tech stocks are in optimal buying range, so that means that there's a high potential for a decent bounce here. Sometimes within a week or two, the QQQ will absolutely rip after having an optimal range, buying range reading. But, this type of thing does not predict bear markets because there's been so few in the past several years. This just uses data from the past several years to, figure out what might happen next. But, basically what this tells me is that, tech could have an extensive move to the upside, not necessarily that it will. Tech could just as easily drop down and continue down. But if we're looking for strength, we could look at Microsoft, Facebook, and SOX is the semiconductor industry. So, NVIDIA, AMD, LRCX, AMAT, stuff like that. Next, we have Flow Algo. Sometimes I post flow in here. Like what the biggest flow of the day is, the flow for the indexes, anything that I see that is pretty can be helpful, right? The questions and requests here, you can drop questions in here. I'm not sure if I'll keep this because it's not used too much. You can just ask me the questions in the premium chat. Trades, this is where I put the trades that I enter. The vast majority of the time, I will put my exit unless I'm letting it go to zero, which I sometimes do. I do not recommend letting trades go to zero, but sometimes I do it. I do think that as a rule of thumb, weekly should technically be cut at minus 50%. Very rarely I will, add to a position when it's minus 50 and like average down, but that's not to be advised. It's better to actually average up. And, once a trade is profitable, if it has potential to add to the trade. Next, we have the pro watch list. Some of the pro traders sometimes add stuff here. Trade ideas. Sometimes I'll put, longer term swing trades in here as trades that that I think could work. Important events. This is a big one. I'll put economic events and earnings scheduled for the week in here, and I'll also highlight the events that I think are the most important. Next, we have pivot points. These pivot points are extremely important, and they're really profitable levels to trade off of. If you want to look into how they work and how I use them, you should watch one or two of these videos. I posted how the pivot points work and how to use them. And then for the charts, we have the top charts, which is like the most important charts of the week. Z charts is just all the charts. Weekly charts is the weekly setups, which are usually more powerful than just normal daily charts, which is mostly what I'll post in the Z charts. And we have requested charts as well, which if you request a chart, I can post it there. Thanks for joining, and if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to DM me. I have no problem answering any questions with either a video or directly DMing you back. And I hope that you find value in this group, and thank you for joining.